Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the technical trader at thetechtrader.com. It's Tuesday night, the 22nd of September, and these are the charts of the day. A rough day on Wall Street. We're going to go over some shorts, but there were some longs to pay attention to, a lot of them biotech. Let's take a look at Akebia Therapeutics, AKBA. As you know, recently it had spiked up to 14, pulled back to around the 9.5 range, and then now it's consolidating. I like the way it's setting up. Today, in the bad market, it was up 39 cents to 3.6%. Volume was solid. OBV looks like it's near the top of the window. What I'm going to be watching for going forward is, can this get to 1160? It's a double top 1159. If we see that, I would then look for a quick move up towards 14, and then I'm looking for 17.5, 18 zone. AXON had a good day, up 8% today. It closed at 1561. And what I like about this chart is after the IPO and it came down towards the 10 range from the 30 range, it based out, broke out, pulled back. Look where it held. For 2 days in a row, it's been holding the 50. If you're looking at this closely, 14 is your stop. That's your support. And your resistance is upwards of the 17, 17, and 40 range. If you can get through that, I'm looking for 21, 22. That's what I think we may see if volume picks up and we get over that zone. Keep an eye on it. Up next is Can-Fite, which had an explosive 2-day run. Pulled back sharply yesterday. Today had an inside day. Now, similar to Akebia, which popped, pulled back, and then consolidated, Can-Fite may be doing the same thing in here. Watch the levels above 470. This is a company with two third-stage cancer drugs, and I'm hearing very good things about it. More importantly, though, if it pops across that zone here, you can see go back quickly to 5 3/4, 7, even as high as 8 or 9. Just keep an eye on this one, looks intriguing. CCRN, what a beautiful chart this has. All year it's been moving up from the 5.5 range a year and a half ago. It's gotten all the way up to the mid-teens, spiked up recently to as high as 1562, pulled back in a wedge, and then today popped right back to 1554 before backing off to 1529, up 65 cents or 4.4%. Volume is about 3/4 million. If you take a look at the volume, that's a big day for it. I'm looking for a move up to 17. And then that's mid-channel line, and eventually low 20s. FIT, well, the stock broke out for 3 days in a row, pulled back from resistance in the 50-day, and settled in around the 36.5, 3/4 range before reversing from that level, 39.49, and closed up $1.40. A nice reversal day. I want to see if we can follow through. The key is going to be, can it get through 42? Once that occurs, looking for 45 and 48 potentially. TAST, very, very strong. Restaurant chain Carol's broke out there, ran up sharply, broke out again, formed a wedge, and today popping 38 cents or 2.86%. It followed through in yesterday's breakout, and now I'm looking for 14.25. But beyond that, this could be a stock in the high teens. TRVN, jumping 48 cents or 4%. I like how for 4 or 5 days now it's held in his zone around the 1180 range. What we need to do is get it up through 13.5 to get it to move towards 14.75. I'm now thinking that the angle of ascent is probably going to be leaning up towards this way, and maybe in the high teens, 17. So looking for 13.5 and then 16, 17 zone. BBLT, an explosive 3-day move. Went all the way up to 11.17 before backing off to 9.88. Nevertheless, up $1.78 today on 22% on record volume of 7 million. Now, well, it's not record, but it's at least a 8 or 9 month record for volume. I'd like to see it extend to about 12, 12.25. That's my gap here, and maybe even possibly get it up to 14. Those are my 2 targets going forward. But with the pullback today, it may have a 3-day exhaustion needing to consolidate. Keep an eye on today's low and support around the 880 area. And that's it on the long side. Let's go to a box of shorts here. Lots to talk about on that side. Let me quickly resize this for you. And there we go. Now, starting off with CEB. As you can see, as the shorts go, this looks compelling. And what I like about it is it's come down in a 4-way move with a bear wedge. This could easily come down anywhere between low 60s and high 50s. CMPR after breaking the top. Rising wedge over the last 6 weeks. If this breaks, would it be powerful for a move down to 64 and even mid-50s, maybe high 50s? Data. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth wave down may have completed it, but after a one-day bounce, the stock is back down 3 points today, or 3.5%. It feels like it wants to go lower, and it feels like it could be a $75 stock. Deckers. Massive top, breakdown, large wedging type consolidation, and then the rollover, which created this bear wedge, and today down another little, about 1% more. You can see it's right at support here. If they break this to the downside, you can see a quick hit all the way down into the low 50s. Manpower put out a swing on this today as it is breaking, it appears to be breaking, the rising wedge and completing a topping formation, which could lead, or should lead, to 76, 77, and eventually set low 70s. MNK broke hard, 5 waves down, but I don't think it's complete yet. I think we got 68 to come, and then we'll see. But beyond that, should it break that level, we could see the stock in the mid-50s. Qualis also put out as a short. We had put it out here. It spiked through our stop and then rolled over. At this point, with a 1, 2, 3, 4 wave move, I'm looking for a 5th wave down and take it to low 20s. Red Robin Gourmet appears to be rolling over, down 64 cents. Not a lot, but it's right on the precipice for breakdown of the major a major pattern that could lead it to a retest of the multiple bottoms around 70, 71. Beyond that, 63. Tupperware, also put out today, rolled over and out of the flag. Note the double top, and the stop will be above 53.5 or so. But if it fails, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, look where this can go. I would not be shocked to see this come all the way down into the 43.4 zone. Lastly is UEIC, also looking ugly. Multiple waves down, multiple wedges and flags and another flag. Today it dropped back $1.13 to 2.4%, on the verge of maybe breaking the flag and moving down to 42-ish. Below that, high 30s. And that's it for tonight, everybody. Have a good evening.